Welcome back to another episode of our mini series where we're exploring the elements that keep you caught in the manifestation trap. That is the manifesting loop where no matter the effort and action, your manifestation is nowhere to be found. It is, in fact, MIA, guys. And before we dive in, I just want to remind you that the manifesting formula is available for you to download. It is a free guide. The link will be in the show notes, so be sure to grab your copy and stay tuned because I will be hosting a workshop dedicated to the manifesting formula very soon. I'm working out the details and I will let you all know about it very soon. Okay. So today's topic is all about internalizing your manifestation practice. Now, this is a massive topic, one that I see a lot of people get caught in. And can I just say that I was massively stuck in this myself for way too long. I do feel that the tide is turning here as the energetics of the planet are increasing, but let's work through this one so that we can untangle the belief that manifesting is a process that is outside of you. For a long time, we were hearing so many things like just put it out there and the universe will bring it to you. Ask and you shall receive. Let it go and it will come to you, right? Like all of these phrases and the plethora of iterations of that, we've all heard them. Now, what these phrases do is set us up to believe that the universe is in fact outside of us and that someone else out there somewhere in the ethers that we can't see and we can't hear is conspiring to bring our manifestation back to us. And that all we're supposed to do is go about our day, carry on our merry way, and one day our manifestation is going to magically pop into our life, right? And we don't need to take any responsibility for it coming through. We don't need to take any conscious action towards it. And unfortunately, that just isn't how it is. And that type of attitude definitely sets us up for a very challenging road ahead. So let's break this down a little bit. The universe is external to us. Well, from our 3D reality, yeah, sure. Okay. From the energetic realm that we actually manifest from, no. You see, we are source, therefore, sorry, you see, we are from source, therefore we are source, and energetically, intuitively, we are all connected. And so our job in manifesting is to become an energetic match to what it is that we're calling in. That is our job. This is an inside job. And then because everything is connected and because we are both source and we are part of source, once our energetic vibration starts to change, the energy around us also changes. And it might be helpful for you to visualize a floating energetic puzzle block where as your vibration starts to change, the puzzle pieces start orientating differently around you and start clicking into place. Okay. This then leads us into the next myth, and that is that you don't need to do anything about bringing your manifestation through. Okay, and sometimes, no, you don't. I've certainly highlighted an example of, me manifesting shoes coming through. They literally just appeared on my doorstep, okay? Sometimes those random things will happen, but other times, once these energetic puzzle pieces line up for you, it is up to you to take those steps to start moving in that direction, okay? It's so important to understand that there is a reason or a few as to why you don't have your manifestation in your life right now. And one of those reasons may be that you don't have the energetic space to bring it in. And that requires you to actually take steps to be in a space where you can receive it. Now, this is as much about the extrinsic as it is about your intrinsic self. And if you're calling in the perfect partner, for example, then in order for you to become a match for that, you may be required to grow personally. You may need to work on your ability to receive the kind of love that you're calling in. If we go back to last week's example, which was part one in our Manifestation Trap series, and I talked about a hypothetical scenario of a small business that isn't performing well, and you are manifesting its growth. That requires a lot of internal work. Okay. The maturity to take such massive, radical responsibility, the discipline to do the tasks that your business needs, and the commitment for you to stick to this big growth phase that you're in. Okay. So the next time you go to put something out there, I want you to understand that what is actually happening is you are setting in motion the beginnings of your manifestation coming through. You've woken up a universal spark of, oh, cool, that's what she wants. Great, we're going to start getting it towards her. But remember, it is a co-creation with the universe that is led by you and your ability to become a vibrational match to what you are calling in. The how and the when, that's the universe's job. This is the co-creation part, that really delicate dance, and why your intuition is so very important in helping you along the process. So, to wrap things up for today, the universe is as much within you as it is your surroundings that you are calling in. So remember that your manifestation process is entirely an inside job. And when you start shifting, when you start taking the aligned action, when you become a vibrational match to what you're calling in, your manifestation has no choice but to come through. If you keep operating from a place of putting it out there and having this belief that there is some other third party that's unrelated to you, that's working hard to bring it back to you, you may just find that you're gonna stay stuck in the manifestation trap and your goals won't actually come through for fruition for you. Okay. So that's it for this short and sweet episode today. I hope that you enjoyed this, and be sure to tune in next week to part 3 of our Manifestation Trap series.